Since 2010, only 5 teams have come back from a 0-2 deficit in the NBA playoffs. 5. That's what the Cavaliers were up against after the Pacers punched them twice in a row. Everyone said it was over, but then Game 3 happened, Mitchell dropped 43, Mobley stormed back, and suddenly the script flipped. Now, the question isn't if Cleveland is alive, it's whether Indiana can survive. Because this isn't just a playoff series anymore, it's a full-on war for momentum, pride, and survival. So what's next in this high-stakes battle? Watch till the end, because what happens now could decide the entire Eastern Conference. The Eastern Conference battle between the Indiana Pacers and Cleveland Cavaliers is more than just a fight for the next round. It's a clash of styles, resilience, and strategy. The Pacers came out swinging, taking the first 2 games with high-octane offense. Game 1 was a close one, 17-113 win, followed by a nail-biting 120-119 victory in Game 2, sealed by a Haliburton dagger from downtown. But just when everyone thought the Pacers had control, Game 3 happened. Cleveland stormed back, 126-104. It wasn't just a win, it was a statement, and it happened on Indiana's turf. That kind of shift isn't just about points, it's psychological. Now the series stands at 2-1, and Game 4 could decide everything. Let's talk about the man everyone's watching, Donovan Mitchell. If Game 3 had a face, it was his. The guy dropped 43 points like he was back in Utah during his bubble-era takeover. And this isn't a fluke. Mitchell's been averaging over 31 points a game this postseason. When the lights are brightest, he burns the hottest. But it wasn't just him. Evan Mobley returned and made sure no one forgot his name. He didn't just play, he made noise. 18 points, 13 rebounds, 4 assists, 3 steals, 3 blocks. That's not a stat line, that's a mic drop. Then there's Jarrett Allen, quiet but ruthless. He's averaging 10 boards a night and cleaning up everything around the rim. Defense, rebounding, presence. That's Allen's world. And don't forget Darius Garland. He's been dealing with a toe injury, but in Game 3, he showed sparks. He dropped 10 points in just 25 minutes, and that's coming off limited court time. If he gets his rhythm back, watch out. The Cavaliers aren't just surviving anymore. They're loaded, locked in, and finally healthy. That makes them dangerous. On the other side, Indiana isn't a backing down, and they've got the firepower to prove it. Tyrese Haliburton is the engine of this offense. With nearly 18 points and over 9 assists a game, he's not just scoring, he's creating chaos. That Game 2 3-pointer wasn't just a shot, it was a statement. Then there's Pascal Siakam. The man's been leading this team in scoring at 18 points per game and pulling down over 7 rebounds as their vet, their stabilizer. In the half court, he slows the pace and makes smart decisions. Myles Turner brings the muscle on defense. With nearly 3 blocks a game, he's the wall every team hates to hit. Add 15 points on offense and you've got a two-way threat that can swing games. Aaron Nesmith is doing the dirty work. Hustling, rebounding, defending the perimeter, 6 rebounds a night, and tough defense that doesn't show up in the box score but definitely changes plays. The Pacers aren't as flashy, but they're balanced. They run the floor, move the ball, and attack in waves. But now, they'll need to tighten the screws if they want to hold off a Cavaliers resurgence. Injuries have been a big part of this story, and the return of key players is already changing the script in a major way. For the Cavaliers, it was all hands back on deck in Game 3. Darius Garland and Evan Mobley both made their return, and that changed everything. Mobley wasn't just solid, he was a force. He dominated the paint on defense, grabbed rebounds like a machine, and even put up 18 points with surprising ease. Garland, still easing in, brought the floor spacing and ball movement Cleveland had been missing. And DeAndre Hunter, though limited with a hand issue, still gave quality minutes on both ends. He didn't need to fill the stat sheet, just stabilize the flow. That sudden health boost? It gave Cleveland their rhythm back. No more short-handed rotations, no more Mitchell carrying everything on his back. Now the pressure's more evenly spread and it's showing in the team's energy. Indiana, however, wasn't as lucky. They just suffered a tough blow. Isaiah Jackson is done for the series with a torn Achilles. And while he's not a headliner, he mattered. His athleticism off the bench, his rim protection, his hustle plays gone. That's a depth hit, especially in a front court that already leans heavily on Turner and Siakam. Now the Pacers are thinner, more vulnerable inside, and in a playoff grind where fatigue hits fast, every missing piece counts. This is where things get fun. Cleveland is built on defense. Their interior duo of Mobley and Allen might be the best rim-protecting pair in the East. They slow the game down, force tough shots, and rebound like madmen. And with Mitchell cooking on offense, that's a recipe for control. They've got weaknesses too. Outside shooting isn't their strength. They don't have a deep bench. And if Mitchell has an off night, it can get ugly fast. Now Indiana, they run fast. This team pushes pace like it's their religion. Haliburton leads the league in quick assists. They stretch the floor, and when they're hitting shots, they're almost impossible to stop. Their flaw, defense, especially in the paint. They struggle to contest bigs and don't have a real answer for physical teams like Cleveland. If they can't match intensity, it gets away from them. So it's speed versus structure, chaos versus control, and we're about to see which one survives. Game 3 wasn't just a win, it was a turning point. The Cavaliers didn't just show up, they imposed their will. Mitchell's 43-point night was relentless, but the real difference? The defense. They clogged the lanes, swarmed the ball, and forced Indiana into tough, rushed shots. Mobley's return was a massive factor. His ability to switch, protect the rim, and stretch the floor made Cleveland feel whole again. Suddenly, the Pacers didn't have room to breathe. Indiana tried to run, but Cleveland shut the door. And by the third quarter, the game was already slipping away. That kind of statement win doesn't just shift momentum, it flips the pressure. Now it's Indiana who has to respond. This series has already delivered drama and it's far from over. But when it comes to who moves on, the edge now leans toward Cleveland. If Game 3 showed anything, it's that when this team is healthy, they're built for the playoffs. Mitchell is in takeover mode. Mobley and Allen are locking down the paint. Garland's ramping up and the system is clicking. Indiana still has the tools to win. They just have to adjust, fix the interior defense, slow down the tempo, reclaim the ball movement that got them here. If they do, they've got a real shot. But right now, momentum, health, and playoff experience lean Cavs. Prediction, Cavaliers in 7. And if Mitchell keeps playing like this, they might not even need all 7. This is no longer a lopsided battle. It's a chess match. Game 4 could define the whole thing. Will the Cavaliers keep up the pressure? Will Mitchell continue his playoff tar? Can Indiana bounce back at home, find their rhythm, and stop the bleeding? Every possession matters now. Every matchup counts. And whichever team survives this war of attrition will come out sharper, battle-tested, and ready for the next giant. So what do you think? Let us know your predictions in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more updates like this. And smash that bell icon so you never miss what's next in the playoffs.